starting with $10,000 in watches and trading our way up, documenting the journey as we see the twists and the turns, getting to a $100,000 watch or watches. We'll take you along the ride as we trade and collect these horological marvels, getting an inside look at jewelry and watch trading. Ever since I was an outsider in the business.
Why did you fuck me on my gold at 55% when it's supposed to be 58, bro? Tell the fucking world!
I wanted to buy and have the special timepieces that I watched on the screen in my hands for real.
But it was the perfect watch. And you're looking at a full platinum piece, unique, based on the 25th anniversary of the Royal Oak. This is the only one in the world.
Well, now I've been able to have the privilege and the opportunity to do just that within the business, and to be able to do this special series for you guys with my business partner Sean Wally. Now come and explore the world of unique and rare watches with us as we tackle this watch trading journey. Will all our trades come out on top? I'll let you decide.
Business with you. Thank you for coming by.
All great stories need a beginning. Welcome to part 1, the introduction. This outfit's a little bit much, but you know what? It fits with the whole watch series, and this intro might be the intro for majority of our watch series episodes. So this could be, reused a lot. So why not have a lot of jewelry while you're doing a jewelry series? That just makes sense. And if I don't say it for the rest of the video, like, comment, and subscribe in order to watch the rest of the series, because it's going to be a fun one. All right, the first installment of the $10,000 to $100,000 watch trading journey, watch trading challenge, if you will.
We actually got one of those $10,000 bill things just so I can carry it around and look dope.
Mannequin challenges, water bottle flip challenges, but brace yourself for the newest challenge, take the God's internet.
Where we start with around $10,000, we went a little bit over budget, and then we end up at around $100,000 in watches, or a $100,000 watch singular, whatever it may be. You never know where the journey's going to take us, and you never know which watch will appear out of nowhere that's a good deal, a good find, and maybe a rare, really cool piece. And that's the whole reason we're doing this, baby. I love watches and jewelry. Sean and I do watches and jewelry as a business and stuff, and now we're taking the fun business stuff in trading and different things to personal watch trading. Everybody's got their own watch journey and their own little watch collection and everything like that, and this just documents how you can trade up from different watches going into different ones. And I want to show you guys some rare, cool, and fun pieces that you can get at all different types of price points.
I've never seen this one before. Unreal, man. Unreal.
And let me just tell you, the first watches that we got for these low price, I say 10,000. Okay, the first watches that we got for these price points, lower end, are really cool, okay? The first watches that we got down here at the start of our journey are actually really cool pieces. So this just shows you that there are tons of different stuff at all different types of price points, and I am excited. I'm genuinely excited to see where we're going to end up in this watch journey. And it's going to be a lot different than the Diamond Daniel Wellington that we did, because I started this series right after I did this Diamond Daniel Wellington as a redemption arc here. We bust down a Daniel Wellington. We made a whole video about that. I'll link that. That is probably the worst thing that I think you could do in the watch community. One of the worst, who's got a worse watch than me? Tell me right now, who has got a worse watch? It's actually a beautiful watch. It's a great watch. It looks incredible. But as far as what I did, very bad, very bad. Like Enzo Ferrari wheels on a Maserati. You just don't want to do it. I hope people like my redemption arc. It's either the redemption arc or I turn into the villain of the watch world, which I'm fine with either one of them, because either one of them sound cool. And for this first episode of this new watch trading journey, we've actually done something really special to kick this one off. And we have a whole new business to talk about, but that's for another time. For the importance of this story, and for the special thing that we did to kick off this new watch series, we're gonna have to rewind about 6 to 7 years ago when I first downloaded Instagram for the first time. For me personally, there's a lot of cool stuff that's happened and come from Instagram. We've got a pretty cool Instagram right now that does pretty well, which is very cool, and we've met a lot of great people on there. And a lot of those people that I've met through Instagram are still some of my best friends to this day, so that's great, you know, like it's just been great. It's been a very cool journey in itself, just on Instagram, so that's been really fun. Now, I had always been into jewelry for a long time now, and I think Instagram knew this when I first downloaded the app, because right as I downloaded the app, I had like 12 jewelers like hitting me up right on the spot. Now, there was a style of generating clients on Instagram that was popular where you would DM people and you would leave your information and what you do, talk to them a little bit about that, so if they were inclined to inquire about your service, they could reach out and you guys could figure out something. Now, that was happening quite a bit to me while I first downloaded my Instagram. Within the first couple days, mind you, just hammered by a lot of these jewelers. Now, I had heard a lot of shit from these jeweler guys, and as interested in jewelry as you can be, you can only hear so many consistent sales pitches all the time. I had just about had it with the jewelry DMs, man, and I think Sean popped in there in the first couple days of jewelers just messaging me, and I was just coming up with stupid things to say at that point. So I think I was like, oh, I'll just fire a joke at him or something. And I was like, just something so stupid. I saw that his name was Sean, and then I was like, I think I said something really stupid, like, oh, thanks for... Because how did that make sense? How did that make sense to me? I think... What did I make? It was the spelling of that. And I was like, oh, it almost spells like scent? I don't know. Thanks for CONTing me these jewelry options or some bullshit like that. It was just something really stupid because it was like late at night, I think, and I was like, oh my god, there's no way another one of these guys just DM'd me about jewelry again. What am I doing here? What am I doing in the algorithm that's making all these jewelers reach out to me all of a sudden? I sent him the joke. I sent him this stupid shit of thanks for CONTing me this message. My god, that was dumb. And here comes the rest of the story after that, is stupid jokes aside that I was sending Sean at the beginning, trying to just deflect a jewelry client grabbing on the Instagram DMs. We actually got to talking, and then we talked a lot, and then from then we talked like every single day almost, and talking, texting, sharing our love for jewelry, watches. He's teaching me things, and we're just sharing pretty much everything else there is to talk about as well. From then, he's grown to be, we've grown to be best friends. Sean and I have done a lot together. We've done videos together on this channel. We've gone into business together, making beautiful pieces of jewelry for some amazing people. And we've done this from being on opposite ends of the country from one another. We've been best friends for nearly 6 years without seeing each other in person once. Well, that was all about to change. Sean and I are coming together for the first time. I am flying out from California all the way across the country to the East Coast to see my best friend for the first time. And we're doing it for the first ever episode of the $10,000 to $100,000 watch series, and for another new business that I've told you about in the start, but we're not saying it in this video. We're gonna go and see Sean for the first time. We're departing from LAX, and we're going to Maine. 3 a.m. in the morning. Flight goes at around 5 a.m. and we will be there later in the day. Here, people, we've made it to Maine, and we are gonna try to find the exit where the cars are so Sean can pick me up. Time to see him in person for the first time ever. That's pretty cool. It's exciting stuff. I actually made it here. Look at that. Now it's tight. Baggage claim. Ah, this is where we want. This has got to be the exit. This is not a very big airport, so I feel like once we get the hang of it, we're really just gonna come out swinging. But look at this. Maine so far is beautiful. Very cool trees. I'm excited to see more. And I'm even more excited to see Sean. And where is Sean? He's around here. He might be on the lower part. I didn't get the hang of it. I had a second, like I had a brief moment of genius and it was swept away from me. And now I need to go back to where I originally was, where it says exit. My genius outsmarted me. And I tried to go to the security part instead of the fucking exit. Jesus Christ. Exit only. See, that's what we were looking for. Nobody's recording themselves. I'm really the only person out here in these streets doing it over here. Nobody's got the daily vloggers in Maine, Baltimore, all this shit. In LA, nobody looks at you, but over here, people look like you got some foreign object holding the camera to your face. Do I have to go through security to leave? Why the f would they care about security? Leave, dude. I'm leaving. Fuck my moment of genius. My moment of genius sucked. Even if I found the exit. The exit was fucking wrong. The exit was the wrong exit. It wasn't even an exit. It was another entrance. Who the fuck names an entrance an exit? Oh my god. My dumb ass fell for it. All their silly tricks. Alright, time to go down to the main exit. My mistake that I made was going to the top floor and trying to find my way out through the top floor. You can't go out through the top floor. So you know what? We're going back to the bottom. We're gonna find Sean. Looks like this one at the bottom here is the only one of these swinging door things that is functional. I don't want to even look like more of a buffoon going through a non-functional, you know, door. That would look a little silly. Push to slow. Well, it's already a little too slow. It's not moving. Oh no. Hey, there he is. Oh my god. Let's go. What is up, dude? Oh my lord, in the flesh. Also funny, while I was in Maine, this sweater, like little turtleneck sweater guy that I'm wearing right now, I was wearing it in Maine thinking like, okay, so Sean took a beautiful picture of what it looks like in Maine currently, right now. It looks like a little Hallmark movie, stuff like that. Like, look at it. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful picture. I thought I was going to that. And I thought I was coming into Maine that looked a little bit more like that, a little more like snowy Wonderland type of vibe. Not at all. Not at all, actually. It was, you know, it was in the fall and everything, which, yeah, brisk winds. But really, I like bought this stuff. Like, I bought this before I went to Maine. I bought this knitted turtleneck to go to Maine. And when I was at Maine, when I was there, we went out for 20 minutes to go eat somewhere. And I was already sweating in this thing. I was sweating in Maine in a turtleneck. If you had told me that stuff before I had went and visited, I would have been like, no, you're joking. Like, you know, it's like, this is brisk and cold weather out there. It's the treacherous little twin out there. And no way, Jose, is that gonna be, you know, am I gonna be sweating in Maine? No way. I was 20 minutes. It didn't even take that long either, which is sad. It didn't even take, like, I don't even sweat that much. And I was sweating in Maine. How the hell that happened? I have no clue. But it wasn't that cold as I expected, but granted it was fall also. But 20 minutes, I was like, I really was setting a record for myself. Like, it really wasn't long at all. Like, it was probably 15, 20 minutes. It wasn't even a half hour, probably. Man, that's sad. But now I'm in California. This is stupid, okay? This is stupid. I went to Maine. I sweat in the turtleneck. I'm like, God, I gotta get this thing off. So I went with a lighter thing in Maine, right? Colors. You got the colors on today, too. Look at that. Wait, what type of sweater?
Knit, dude. This is like the
what is?
Like Coogie style.
Yeah. You know, I got a knit turtleneck I'm gonna be wearing. Yeah. I'm sweating in a turtleneck in Maine that I packed vigorously for because I thought it was gonna be damn near snowing outside. And now here we are, sweating in the turtleneck I brought. Yeah, it's not as colorful as that. That's like the What is it? The Technicolor Dreamcoat you got
A little
on.
bit of everything.
All of this is LL Bean. This is LL Bean. That's an LL Bean. Is that also an LL Bean? That's also an LL Bean. This isn't an LL Bean. That's not. That's an LL Bean. What?
Yeah, this is the LL Bean, like.
LL Bean home. Oh my God, that's the home section. No way. This is LL Bean Village. Are you kidding me? It's got its own mall area specifically for this store. Well, this is more than I was expecting for sure. Previous outfit that I was sweating in earlier, the turtleneck, it made me look like much more of an LL Bean type of guy. With the colorful little shirt here, I don't really look like the LL Bean funster that I used to be when I first came in.
Yeah, these are the LL Bean duck boots.
Duck boots? Oh, there's the boot. I'm in California now. Granted, it's January, but I'm wearing this, no big deal. I'm cooking something inside here right now. Still not sweating in the turtleneck, huh? How about that? How about that one? Still not sweating in the turtleneck in California, and I'm cooking something inside. Recording this. It doesn't make sense. Nothing makes sense. I had to take off the turtleneck. I ordered a whole nother wool jacket to go to Maine. Okay, because I thought it was going to be that brisk. Here's why I think Sean and I doing a watch trading journey and trading our way up through different watches and stuff is going to be interesting, okay? It's not going to be the regular, like, oh my God, we traded a Submariner this week and now we have a Sky Dweller, or now we have a Datejust. Oh my God, would you take a look at this Jubilee band? Let's take a look at the history of the Oyster bracelet. How many videos have been made on that stuff? It's if there's so many videos that you could go and look at and see for those types of videos. I don't want to do that. Sean and I like fun, unique, rare pieces and stuff that not a lot of people have covered before, or stuff that, like, let's take a unique, fun watch that maybe you've seen a couple times, and then maybe let's interject some new things, some fun facts, some stuff that you might not know about it, some up close stuff.
Only made 3 of these
Please make it chime.
in 2013.
Why are you laughing?
Just how close you've got to hold it to your ear. I can't hear it. You got one of those four.
And then that makes it a little bit more interesting. Sean and I are good for this series because we like fun, unique, rare, and just different watches. We like different watches, stuff that you're not going to see every day. Something you're not going to see every day just as people pass by on the street. Actually, you're not going to see very many watches being passed on the street because there's a lot of theft right now. That's why I think Sean and I would be good at doing this watch series, because we don't like the normal stuff. You're going to click on the video and you're going to get something interesting. Hopefully. We're going to be trading some interesting stuff. We get some interesting offers, some interesting trades. There's a lot of like interesting jeweler trades for people that are in the business.
I'll break down the business, I'll break down the jewelry, I'll break down the game, and I'll break down exactly what I had to go through to be able to get these prices.
Some of the trades and some of the things get kind of interesting, of like, oh, we were offered this for the watch and stuff, which I'm also going to cover in probably part 2 or part 3 of this series. When I was with Sean and everything, we covered his rings and jewelry and certain personal collection stuff, which you will be seeing out on this channel sometime soon, but we're gonna get the first like part 1 and 2 of this series probably out before we do that. Also in those videos, you'll also see the same consistency coming of we just like interesting, fun, unique, and rare pieces that not a lot of people have. That's kind of like the thing, you know? Like that's like, I don't know, people wear jewelry and watches for all sorts of different reasons, and that's one of the things that really intrigues us. You like history and different stuff like that. There's a lot of fun things that you can do with jewelry and different things, and I think highlighting that is just a cool thing to go about it. Everything has a story, whether it's a historical story, whether it's like Enzo Ferrari's watch, whether it's like a story of like your family or something, it passed down or something like that. It's all interesting. thing, and it's all cool. People wear jewelry for all different types of reasons, and I want to highlight different stuff like that on this channel, on this page. With sometimes this series, I want to highlight some stuff that not a lot of people cover most of the time. Yeah, I think if I had sent Sean a smooth bezel Rolex with the Jubilee band, he would have strapped that baby to a firecracker and went all Tracks NYC on my ass.
These suckers! Yo, why did you fuck me on my gold?
Because, yeah, we just need to stay in our own little, like, fun, unique, rare, and unique pieces land, because that's kind of where we like to be. Because it's like, okay, cool. Anybody could buy a Rolex or an Omega. The only difference is nobody could sell the Omega. But, it's zing. So, starting out the $10,000 to $100,000 watch journey. Finding the perfect first watch. We actually got 2 watches for this first journey. We went a little bit over budget, but that's fine. But finding the perfect first watch for our journey. Let's see what it is. I'm excited. I already know what it is, but it's fun. It's fun, right? Okay. We took many different routes to find the perfect first watch. We went to jewelers' circles, private traders, watch dealers, people who had many deep connections to the jewelry and watch world that Sean and his family had known for many years. And we finally found the perfect first watch. On eBay. We found it on eBay. Yeah, no shot. It was actually on eBay. After all the looking and all the searching of the different areas that we went to, you know, different jewelry people that are, you know, deal with high-end watches, all this stuff. We found the perfect first watch on eBay. Yeah. We found our first watch on eBay. Yep. Now, who would have known? This is the fun type of stuff that you just don't know when you're when you're doing this watch journey, because you think you're doing something, and then it just takes you for a turn. It yanks you, dude. It's like, oh, look at, you know, you're in all these great watch trading circles, and you know all these people in the watch world and jewelry industry. Oh, you know, here comes eBay with a great snag, dude. With a great snag. Oh my god.